Today on Drawbli.
We are looking at the art of Kejun Wang.
Hey, I'm Ben.
And I'm Abby.
And boy, do they have some awesome art for us to check out with a lot of different styles.
This is cool. Let's pause for a moment. Talk about color. Talk about clean edges.
We don't have time to pause because there's so many cool things in here.
This is super cool.
So I just want to point out how unique and interesting their own art that they do versus their more commercial style art. So this is more of their commercial style stuff. They're very clearly capable of a ton of different art styles. There's even some 3D stuff in here.
Wow, look at this penguin and his water wings. This is so cool.
Yeah, so the 3D stuff reminds me very much of early N64 graphics, old 3D, PlayStation 1 era. It's very cool.
Do you think they're using a vector software?
No, so they're actually doing 3D models. I'm not sure if they use Illustrator to do some of their stuff, but it might just be selection tool, lasso style stuff for something like this.
Because the edges are so clean. That's not vectoring. I don't know vector very well.
So this is 3D right here. This is a 3D character.
It is?
Yeah, this is a 3D model.
How can you tell?
Because I've looked through a lot of their stuff and I've seen a lot of their 3D models.
Oh, so you've done some digging. This is so cool.
It looks like a 3D model to me.
The blue on blue is so fascinating. The exact same shade of blue almost.
Yes.
Just marginally different.
Yeah, it's very cool.
That is
There's some really cool stuff in here. But yeah, I don't know what their process is if they do vector. This, to me, looks like just a selection lasso in Illustrator.
Oh, okay.
But enough about the tools. This stuff, the actual art itself, is very
just
cool.
incredible.
I do believe that this thing on his back is a 3D model, looking at it. I can't, confirm, I can't be positive, but it does look like a 3D model to me.
We should learn how to 3D model our art.
Yeah,
if
for
only
sure.
One of us could just take it upon themselves to learn 3D modeling.
Yeah, that would be.
Do you think you could take
cool.
one for the team and learn it?
Man, I've been looking at this thing called digital sculpting. I don't know if you've heard of it, but it looks pretty interesting.
It sounds hard. I'll let you do it.
Yeah, I'll look into it.
This is so cool.
Yeah,
oh my
this
gosh.
is super cool.
This muscle maiden with the chainsaw.
So this very clearly to me is done in Photoshop or something similar, right? A digital painting app, not vector. You can tell looking at certain areas, it just has that vibe, the lines being disconnected in certain things.
Yeah.
Not very much what you would see in a vector program like Illustrator.
True. Oh, so cool.
But yeah, their art style is so varied and so unique, and I love how colorful and pop arty it is.
I love how we have the bright yellow here, and then they've paired it with a desaturated green and blue for the hair and top. It makes it feel like everything pops, but it's also still very cohesive. I feel like these elements are not fighting with each other.
No, it works really well.
With all the color, it feels like it works.
Yeah, so pop art in general kind of has this really bright graphic aesthetic. Mm-hmm. And yeah, it does a good job of blending a lot of those colors without them feeling too crazy. Mm-hmm. Not always.
Yeah. This is cool. Another 3D model, I presume.
Yes. See, you have an eye for it now.
It's just so exact.
Yeah. I think they were inspired from some anime. I don't remember which. I don't remember if it was a Gundam anime or something. But yeah, definitely go check out their art station and check out more of their artwork. We always link to them down in the description so you can see more of their stuff.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. There's so much more to their art portfolios than what you necessarily see with us. So this is just the intro, the highlights, but there's so much more to see.
We're just here to tell you about the cool artists. You have to go explore them more yourselves.
It would be really cool to be able to combine different softwares like this person does, text onto the art to make little robots and all those pixels. Everything I do, every little thing is hand drawn onto the canvas. And here we have, just a lot really well defined work with pixels and textures.
You're saying they're combining 3D and 2D stuff.
I guess so. I don't know. My human brain cannot quite conceive.
As someone
all the crazy
who, you don't do 3D art, so it makes sense.
Yeah.
As someone who has dabbled in the 3D world, yeah, for sure. I think it'd be really fun to combine some different elements. I'm more interested in just continuing to level up my 2D stuff at the time, but, it would be cool to combine. So here's what I mean by like PlayStation era graphics.
Sure.
This kind of gives me that vibe.
Oh, okay, yeah.
A lot of his stuff kind of gives me that vibe. But
this is so cool and clean. I like it.
yeah, for something like this, I do believe that this is all 2D art. I believe all of these are here
That's
towards the
amazing.
end. So yeah, so the thing I wanted to point out, and like a little surprise here at the end that I thought you would enjoy a lot, is the combination of their personal art style and all the cool stuff that they do here versus their commercial work.
It's Venture.
So this is
gosh.
at least at the time of recording this is the newest hero added to Overwatch.
Which is the only video game I play.
And I love this character. They're super fun to play. They're really interesting.
How
I'm
fun.
a big fan.
That's cool. This character is so cool. I love them. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so they worked on Venture, and here's some like different ideation,
Look at these.
some concepts.
Wow, that's a lot of concept.
I love the like tank-like one here in the middle up top. It's
I
super
like
cool.
that one a lot too.
But if you look at them, you can kind of pick out parts that they kind of combined into that final version.
They
like
carried forward.
The top right gun drill thing is very similar to the final for the character.
Yeah,
But then there's like, jumpsuit elements for the character here.
like kind of a big
stuff.
trench coat thing. Yeah, very cool. Very, very cool.
And also,
Wow. This
Yeah.
is like one of the best Kiriko skins in the game.
yeah, it's one of the mythic skins.
Yeah.
So they've done a lot of different stuff for Blizzard Overwatch. Some of the other skins. Or no, wait, this is still the mythic skin, right?
Yeah, just with its modifications. you
Yeah,
can
that's
make.
right. You can do like variations on them.
That's so cool.
Yeah, so it's really interesting, I think, to see how different their personal preferences are versus the stuff that they can do commercially. Mm-hmm. And their personal stuff is so simplified. I mean, really clean, and clearly a lot of time and effort went into it.
Yeah.
But this stuff is like highly detailed and a lot more. Takes a lot more time, most likely.
But still reads really, really easy and really well. Very clean read on these. So that's awesome.
And if you want to see more awesome artists, click that like and subscribe button.
And check out our guidebook, How to Easily Draw Every Day, at the link below in the description.
And this is the part where we say
Goodbye.
Goomba. Abby, do you want to go play some Overwatch?
Yeah, but we're at work right now, so reel it in.
Okay. I see.
You won't twist my arm. Just kidding, you will. Let's go.